Morning. Good morning. I'm Halcyon, and this is day 4 of 30 days of love mornings. Or love mornings. Mornings of love. I was calling it morning moment love morning, but I'm struggling with the name. So let's just say 30 days of focusing on love in the morning. I'm going to be streaming live experimentally to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You could be seen on any of those places. And I'm going to be focusing on the love that I'm feeling in my life and working to send you and feel connected to you in this moment. So if you are watching this live, if you just put something into the chat, and I will know you're there and I can connect with you. Let me make sure we've got this all working up. Looks like we're going live. Looks like it's yes and doodle doo. I think so. Yes and doodle doo. That is my official and sophisticated way of saying we're working. So if you are tuning in live, as I can see that some people are, you can just let me know your name. And Christopher, good morning. I love you. And Katie from Maine, sending out love to you in Maine. I love you, Katie. This was started because I was feeling, I was inspired at a retreat, thinking that I had a lot more love to share, and that I had been thinking about love, but had not been acting in the presence of sharing love and connection. It had been made worse by quarantine processes and activities, and I was feeling myself constricted. And when I was at this retreat and able to fully be and express, I felt so much more alive and felt so much myself. And so I wanted to continue that. So Beth, thank you. I love you too. And Katie, thank you so much. Yay. I am very appreciative of this moment, this connection in this single moment. I am a believer, not so much a believer, but I am at a place where I do not need to know you to love you. I can, with confidence, say I love you because I know that we share so much. We share so much connection on this planet. We have so much connection in our humanity, in our desires, in our fears, in our struggles. The more that I get to work with people and coach people and hear from people and share gratitude with people, the more I see how united we are and how alike we are. Even if we see things differently or we make different choices, it's based on so many similarities in humanity. In fact, one of the beautiful reminder that I got on my trip was the leader of the retreat shared that to advise us to spend some time meditating on who am I. And he steered us in the direction of not in the who am I and like what is my ego, but like what is how do you draw a line around you? And this is something that I've talked about in the past, but I love some of the ways that he reminded me. He's like, look, you do not exist outside of the universe. You cannot cut you out of the world. If you put yourself into a plastic bag and pull yourself out of your environment, you die. You need this constant influx of oxygen, a periodic influx of food and water, and those things require this healthy biosphere to include you. So you at what point can you just create a bubble around yourself and say, okay, that's where I end. I end there. And inside you are made up of a huge percentage of who you are is microorganisms that are not you. So the line of your skin is not a border of who you are. It's arbitrary. So who are you? You are a part of the one. And from that place, it is so easy to feel connected and recognize that we are one, and I love you. That being said, specifically, Greg! Oh, Greg, so nice to see your name and think of you and bring you into my heart and send you love. I love you, Greg. And Panos, reminding us, so letting us know that Greece is celebrating 200 years of independence. Much love to you, Panos, and much love to the people of Greece. I love you. My grandfather was the other inspiration for this morning practice. He would spend a moment of every day in the hot tub or in his jacuzzi or sauna, depending on if he was at his old home or his retirement village. His home had a sauna, little sauna in it. And he would, as he sweat, which he felt was part of the healing process that kept him feeling young, he would picture the world or the U.S. and go coast to coast and imagine the people that he cared about and send them love and peace and healing, just to bring them into his consciousness. So thank you for being here and saying something in chat so I can bring you into my consciousness and send you love and healing. Whether you are in Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. And so I will, as I am looking across the country, I will look along the West Coast where most of my family is centered, and I will send out love to my brother and to my nephews, Caleb and Carter, to my sister-in-law, to my mom and my dad, and to Becca. Let's do some family. I'm going to go and send some love to Heather and Dwight and Brooke and Scott and Tracy and Janet and Dave and Jim and John and Cece and Anne and just love to anyone that I might encounter today. Love to the people that I encountered yesterday. Special jolt of love to my friend Steven, who he didn't. Okay, so you may have seen me post and talk about losing $1,000 this week. I in a rush as I was leaving town before I went to Costa Rica, I purchased some cryptocurrency in a very obscure one based on a friend who was doing some work with them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put $1,000 in a high risk investment. And then I came home and I couldn't get back into the account, and it was an expensive mistake. And guess what? My friend Steven came by and he was like, it wouldn't let me give up, and he was trying a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, well, as long as you're trying to, do all this investigative thing and try to research what might have happened, I just started trying a bunch of passwords that I maybe potentially could have used, although I don't remember doing that. And I figured it out. Yes! So not only did I regain this $1,000, I also learned a pretty good lesson, because I was fucking stressed and pissed, and I kind of went through the whole process of like, okay, I paid $1,000 to learn this lesson. Now I got my money back, and I still learned the lesson. Ta-da! So, thanks for spending a little bit of time this morning. If you've got someone that you would like me to send love out to, you can put their name in as well, since we're not having a big, I got a lot of love to share. I'm sure you do too. But I encourage you to just send a moment and send some love out to people and bring them into your heart. I'll send out some special love to people of Boulder, those that were directly connected to anyone who lost their life in the tragedy, as well as just everyone in the community that feels the pain of it. And really, gosh, it feels like the people of Colorado have taken an unfair brunt of gun violence. And then love out to everyone who is rattled by news like that. I think there is a collective unsettling. So sending out love and healing to anyone who is feeling rattled and feeling unsafe or scared or grieving. Well, this is not a full-on broadcast. This is just a morning check-in. I'm doing 30 days of this as a kind of experiment with myself. And I'm also starting the day with a cold shower. I was doing cold dips in the river in Costa Rica, and it was so good. Oh my God. Makes me wonder, why do I live in a desert when I love running water so much? So I'm trying to retain some of the magic of my retreat by doing cold showers, and then morning love. So thanks for being a part of this morning love, and thanks for being a part of this connection. I'm going to do gratitude in 9, 10, 11, 12. In 3 hours, going to have a gratitude circle at zoom.hugnation.com. You're always welcome if you want to share something that you're feeling grateful for. And I could see your face then. You could go on a webcam. We could see one another. I realized it didn't even occur to me until it's just till yesterday as I was talking about how amazing the retreat was. The retreat that I went to, we were all in a pod. So we decided that we were going to not have social distancing or masks for the week in Costa Rica. And it was so incredible to remember what it's going to be like soon. And having just eye contact, no fear, just face-to-face connections with people. And I realized that a Zoom meeting, a non-work Zoom meeting, but a Zoom meeting of gratitude, when I get to see people's faces along the screen, it's so healing to see beautiful faces. And maybe I'm over disturbed by mask stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm in. I'm part of team healing, team stop the spread. I'm totally in. I really miss the open, eye contacted connection without this fear of like, am I a risk to them? Or are they a risk to me? So, hey, Patrick, hello. Hey, Patrick, good to see you. I love you. And Jake, thinking about you, Jake, sending you love and healing. Love you, brother. Good morning to everyone, or if you are in a different time zone, good whatever time it is for you. Katie's saying the neighbors would call the loony bin if you jumped into the beach every day right now. How cold is the beach where you are? I recognize that my cold shower in San Diego is probably pretty weak compared to the cold showers in other parts of the country, but it still gets me going and wakes me up in a deep way that I really like. Oh, thank you, Patrick. Let me just double check and see if anybody tuned in. Yay, you understand. Sam is here as well. Love you, Sam. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Thanks for allowing for this connection. This is hopefully will get the momentum up, and I feel more alive when I feel that connection, when I allow my heart to be open, when I remember the brilliance and the beauty of the people all around the world, even though we're, not connecting physically in the ways that we will soon. So a tool like this or a practice like this is helping me to feel alive. So can't wait to give some in-person hugs hopefully soon. Look, the sun is coming out. Yay. And I have an appointment for my first vaccination on Friday. And things are looking up. And I recovered my $1,000. I'm having a banner week. Woo, woo, woo. So thanks for being a part of it. Oh, Amber, hello. I love you, Amber. I miss you. And Kay is here again. Yes! I love you, Kai. I'm not sure why I mispronounced half the vowels in your name initially, but it's love. What's love got to do with pronunciation problems? Woo, 45 degrees. Hello, Shauna. Long time no see. I love you. Yay. Amber, you're saying you love wearing masks, right? Well, hey, this is what makes this life experience so rich, and the diversity. Right on. It's not so much the mask, it's the environment that makes that it's the reminder that I'm trying to protect myself from you and vice versa. And the distance, the psychological spiritual distance that I feel in that place of like I'm adding a vector to your danger and risk. And the mask is part of that reminder for me. Well, let's talk soon, Patrick. Vespers, first I will send you a massive jolt of love. I do love you so much. And yes, I will happy to send some love out to your ex and his new partner. That is a advanced level unconditional love process. Trying to find the peace and joy of another's peace and joy, and I think the grieving is a perfectly valid place to be. And pulling back, seeing as one person finds peace and joy and love, it raises all the peace and joy and love. So we will send out love to your ex and their new partner. Fred, sending love out to you. Fred said he liked my leaf post. I posted a picture of a big leaf and said, I like big leaves and I can't not lie. And I think that Fred may have been the only one who recognized that I was, who is that? Baby Got Back was by Senor Sir Mix-a-Lot. Senor Mix-a-Lot. Yeah, he had to leave the country. I was trying to figure out what the next line would be. Like, I like big leaves and I can't not lie. My anaconda don't want none unless you photosynthesize the sun, hun. Okay, we're getting silly. The point here is to spread some love. And I guess for me, laughing and humor is a big part of love and joy. So perhaps I'm not off-brand in the silliness. Catherine Litt is here. Made it here live. Bravo and wonderful. Sending you love. I love you, Kathleen. Oh, sorry, Catherine. My apologies. Catherine, I love you. 45 degrees, 39 degrees. Okay. I was feeling all like badass for my cold showers, but I'm pretty sure like a cold shower in San Diego can't be less than 60 degrees, can it? I don't know. It certainly ain't no 39 or 45. Well, thanks for being a part. If you're joining me late, I'm doing 30 days of love mornings, inspired by just the awareness that my practices and my habits were feeling like I was constricted, and I had a personal mantra of I'm a vessel of love in the world, but it was in my head and it wasn't in action in the world. And so I wanted to actually be love in the world and start my days that way and use that momentum into my interactions and my choices. So thank you for helping me and allowing me to be that. And hopefully that is those ripples can touch you and spread through the world as we are love and be love. So thank you. Hey, sweet. Just when I'm ready to call it a close, more love to give. Hey, Painty. Good morning. I love you. And Ross. I don't know if you're drinking coffee right now, my man. I'm drinking Roastorama. I'm off the coffee for now. Maybe some decaf, but this is I do enjoy a Roastorama hickory-ish tea to give me a little coffee feeling. So cheers to you, and I love you. So thank you so much for coming in and joining me on this day. Have a beautiful day yourself. I'm going to be trying to do this every day, partially because I listened to a beautiful podcast, one that was instructing me to take cold showers, but the woman who started Whole30. Thank you, Becca, for making me listen to that. Should I say Making me listen to that? Yeah, you know, semantics. But she talked about how it's important to make, when you do a commitment, to do it every day. Because if you say 5 days a week, 4 days a week, something like that, which I used to do that because I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I need to have the weekends off. But if you give yourself the option of 5 days a week, then you spend all this mental energy deciding in the morning, or you have this mental conversation. Well, maybe I'll just skip today. I feel too tired. I'll skip today and then I'll do tomorrow. That's what I'll do. And you have this ability to waste all of this effort in the possibilities of decision making. And so take all that out. It's why same reasons why many successful people wear the same thing every day. It's because you just eliminate decision making process out of it. Routines, you just do. You don't have to spin your wheels and agonize over even the motivation. Like, oh, come on, should I do it today? Of course, not even a question. That's what I'm doing today. That's what I'm doing. Cold shower. Love mornings. Done. Easy. Not just easy, but blissful. So thank you for being here. Enjoy the shot. Get it done. All right. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. See you here tomorrow, if that, or when I see you. And what is today? It's Thursday. Yes, tomorrow is my first vaccination appointment. I'll be French kissing people before long. Woo! All right. I love you. Have a beautiful day.